Hey, good people, this is Kent Johnson, and I wanted to introduce you to my podcast, Ungentrified. Ungentrified takes a pure, unfiltered view on pop culture, music, movies and television, current events, and topics central to the worldwide Black community. I wanted to create a safe audio space for celebrating our culture in its purest form. And with that, I present to you Ungentrified, the podcast. So before I officially get started with Ungentrified, I wanted to tape a quick little episode to give you guys a peek into who Kent Johnson is as a person. So I figured I'd tell you a little bit about the three fictional characters who I feel made me the man I am today. They're not in any particular order, but these three guys really shaped my mind as to what a Black man was supposed to be coming up as a teenager in the early 90s. The first character of those three is Dwayne Wayne of A Different World. This man really helped me figure out who I wanted to be in college, at least. He was kind of on his own. He wasn't a part of a frat, really did his own thing. He was mad confident, had his own mind. Of course, he went to an HBCU, which was something that was definitely on my radar at the time. Dwayne was smart. He was fly, had his own style, and wasn't really afraid to speak up for what he thought. He was really something and somebody I knew I wanted to be when I got to that point in my life. Another person, or another fictional character rather, who helped me shape who I am today is Lee Plenty from the movie Half Plenty. Lee was sarcastic, he was creative, he really rode on his own wave, but still somehow blended in really well with everybody. He was a writer, which at the time of the movie coming out, I think it was around 98 or so, it was something that I wanted to be. He was really an example of who I thought I would be post-undergrad. And then, of course, the third and final fictional character is the ever-dope Marcus Graham from the movie Boomerang. To this day, I still want to be Marcus Graham. He was well-established in his career. He had the benefit of working around a group of professional Black people, especially a group of professional Black women at that. His homies were regular dudes who had good jobs and weren't, the typical stereotypes that you saw displayed for Black men in movies. Of course, his crib was bananas. I mean, Marcus really was an overall kind of Renaissance man and definitely who I looked up to and who I wanted to be when I became a full-grown adult. I'm still working on becoming a full-grown adult, but Marcus stays on my vision board because he, to me, is a personification of the Black man I wanted to be when I got into my late 20s or early 30s. And really, honestly, he's still an inspiration to me to this day. But going forward, it will not just be me talking about myself on this podcast. I'll be having guests join me so that we can discuss situations, subjects, and just the stupidity that is impacting our community in one way or another. Be sure to subscribe and tune in to the next episode of Ungentrified, where we really kick off things and get into how the show will really run going forward. Until next time, thanks for listening. Peace.